To the warrior known only as Human Sergeant Cole Maddox, I, Queen Nalara Zelnara of the High Crown of Velrath, do challenge you. If you open the box I've sent you, without dying, I shall take you as my mate. Succeed, and you will rule beside me. Fail, and your atoms will scatter across the system in a most poetic firestorm. Yours dangerously, the Lara. Day 1. Sergeant Cole Maddox stared at the box. It hummed. It pulsed like a living heart, glowed a dangerous violet, and sat in the middle of a reinforced quarantine chamber, guarded by 6 layers of shielding and a very nervous robotics team. Beside him stood Dr. Lena Yuan, the top exotech analyst in the Earth Union fleet. She looked pale. Cole, you realize that opening that could end all life in this sector? Cole shrugged. She said she'd marry me. You met her once, and she tried to stab you during a peace summit. He grinned. She stabbed around me. Technically, that's flirting in her culture. Background check. Queen Nalara Zelnara. Age: 146. Appears 25 by human standards. Species: Valari, Amazonian humanoids with bioplasma manipulation. Height: 7 feet 2 inches. Combat skill rating: 10 out of 10. Temperament: chaotic hot. Political power: absolute monarch of 12 systems. Known weakness: challenges. She cannot resist a challenge. 2 months ago, Cole first met the Lara during the ceasefire talks after the Valari Union War. While diplomats debated, Cole had walked into the Queen's chamber by mistake, shirtless, sweaty from fixing a broken air circulator and eating a protein bar. She was seated on a throne of shimmering obsidian, flanked by war priestesses and holding a staff crackling with plasma. He blinked. She raised an eyebrow. Are you a gift? Only if you unwrap me slowly, he'd replied without thinking. A moment later, a spear was flying at his face. He caught it. She laughed like thunder. They danced around each other for the next hour, verbally, then physically. It ended with both breathless, bruised, and reluctantly pulled apart by security. Present day. Cole cracked his knuckles. All right, let's pop this box. Wait, Dr. Yuan said. It's rigged. I've run 78 simulations. All end in screaming. Not my first date like that. The challenge. The box was no ordinary artifact. Crafted by Valari royal engineers, it shifted shape every time it was observed directly. Its outer shell emitted quantum-level misdirection. Any AI trying to hack it short-circuited instantly. Some called it the Schrödinger vault. Even thinking about opening it wrong could trigger a cascade implosion. Thalara's note had added one more wrinkle. The only safe way to open it is to feel, not calculate. That's what makes it impossible for anyone but you. Cole stared at the glowing, heart-like artifact. She made it unsolvable for machines, didn't she? Dr. Yuan sighed. She made it for you. He stepped forward. The box shuddered. Symbols bloomed across its surface like flowers, some ancient Valari, some human emojis. A sword, a heart, a question mark, a winking face. Cole reached out. Come on, beautiful. I've done IKEA furniture. How hard can this be? Inside the box. As soon as his fingers touched the surface, it melted into light and sound. Cole was yanked into what felt like a dream. He stood in a white void. Before him appeared holograms of the Lara, in various moments, slicing through enemy troops, dancing alone beneath a twin moon, staring at a hologram of him, lips parted in thought. Then came a voice, hers. A queen chooses strength. But strength is not muscle or blade. It's nerve. It's madness. It's a human, walking into a lion's den and offering dinner. So, here's my final test. The world morphed again. Now he was back on the Valari homeworld, in the middle of an arena. 1,000 warrior queens watched from above. The Lara stood at the other end, in ceremonial armor that shimmered like stars. Her eyes burned gold. She held 2 blades. Open a box, she said. With your life.
Cole looked down.
In his hands was the same artifact, but now pulsing wildly, on the edge of overload. One wrong move, it would explode. The Lara tossed one of her blades to him. No logic. No science. Just you. The fight. They charged. Not enemies, but dancers in a deadly ritual. Every swing, every feint, was a test. She struck like lightning, and he ducked low, used his smaller size, his flexibility, his audacity. He taunted her. She laughed, then roared, and the audience of war priestesses gasped as Cole flipped over her and tapped her crown with the hilt of her own blade. The box in his other hand opened. No explosion. No death. Inside, a single message. You win, husband. Day 2. He woke up in a royal chamber, naked, wrapped in silk, and with a 7-foot-tall alien queen wrapped around him like a predator guarding her prize. You're insane, the Lara whispered into his ear. You love that about me. She kissed him. Epilogue. Earth-Valari relations. The marriage of Sergeant Cole Maddox and Queen Lara ended the Valari Union tensions permanently. A human male had done what no conqueror, diplomat, or scientist could, survived the Queen's wildest challenge, matched her wit and steel, and opened the unopenable. Now, Earth had a seat in the Royal Council. Intergalactic trade soared, and the legend of the box spread like wildfire. In the Queen's personal chambers, framed in crystal, he opened the box. Now he opens me every night. Queen Lara, Purple Heart. Humanity, once again, proved unstoppable. Not with tech, not with war, but with charm, chaos, and a complete disregard for common sense.